Alright guys, this is Tre Mars here with Inside the Vibes. We are at Slims tonight downtown. I am here with Dan and Ryan. They are a part of Brutal Jr.
Hello.
What's up guys? How y'all doing today?
We're doing great, man.
That is awesome.
Stoked to be on this. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm very glad to be here with y'all too. So yeah, man, y'all are about to do this album release party for the Human Paladin Lvl 9000 EP.
Correct.
That is an amazing title.
Yeah.
Like, how did y'all get that title first off? That's where we gotta start.
Oh, damn.
So I like ridiculous titles, and I like bands with lore and mythology behind them.
Okay.
And I like Dragon Ball Z.
See,
so
9000, level 9000.
So it's a mix of things.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's actually super fire, man. I like when I read that, I'm just like, oh my god, like my mind's getting blown just by the title of the album. Yeah, man.
Hi, how are you?
So, you know, oh well, that's cool. So Dan, I know, like, you know, you kind of started Brutal Jr. on your computer with like a synth machine, you know, working that out. So how did you guys, you know, begin forming the full band?
Well, so yeah, Brutal Jr. started while I was living in France, and it was my first time not having instruments with me, so I took the year to learn how to use Ableton. And then it evolved into, when I came back to the States, the first iteration of Brutal Jr. was with Chris Carr and Sean Armbruster.
Okay.
And it was on drum machines and synths. And then naturally it evolved into the newest formation, possibly the final form, if you will, with Ryan Yancey.
Yes,
and
you're
John
on
Meyer.
bass, by the way, Ryan.
Yeah, correct.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's I've always wanted to do like a synth band that was like riff rocky in the vein of AC/DC.
Right.
And, that's kind of. Yeah,
so is that kind of who inspired, you know, the band as well, you think?
Yeah. Yes, like Crystal Castle sequences and like big riff rock is always what I think of, and then just a little bit of falsetto, very phallic, very phallic voice.
I like that. I like that. So, you know, I was looking online, just kind of like, you know, of course, gathering a bunch of information about you guys and whatnot. As I was looking at the event page, I see like the type of genre you guys have. It's like party garbage and synth punk. You know, like how'd you get party garbage? Like, that is the most unique thing I've ever heard.
Well, party garbage is not my idea at all. It came from Sean Armbruster, who was one of the original synth players of Brutal Jr. And I believe it was a conversation with him and Ben Carr from Natural Causes. And yeah, he was telling a story that they have at the Cave one day up in Carborough.
Yeah, I've heard of the Cave.
Whatever, you know, where you want to draw that line.
Yeah.
And it just stuck with me as an awesome idea for a genre, and I've used it ever since for Brutal Jr.
That is fire, bro. I like that. So Ryan, let me ask you a question. How long have you been with Brutal Jr.?
Maybe 4 months.
About 4 months.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
How did you guys like come together? Like, you know, how'd you hop on?
Well, I guess I'd only met Dan like earlier in the year, really.
Really?
Great cover up.
Yeah.
The great cover up at King's, right?
Indeed. We were in the Mars Volta set, so we're both huge Mars Volta fans.
Nice.
And that kind of like brought together our friendship.
Okay.
And then I saw them play a couple of times, and Dan is a total rock star.
Yeah, man. Nah, I've seen it.
And so I was watching him play bass, but I could tell it was like, you know, he wanted to be doing more.
Yeah.
And so
that's the politest way to put it.
I was just like, here's my opportunity to slide in there.
Yeah.
You know, some of that sweet party garbage.
Party garbage, man.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro. So, like, Dan, you know, you started this in the last, year and a half or so, 2 years, or how long ago? Well, you started the band about a year, the full band.
This version, with me and John Meyer, a little over a year now.
That's cool. John's your drummer, because funny enough, like, John was a drummer in my band at the beginning of last year with the kids downtown. Yeah. So, like, you know, we have a lot of memories that we've had doing a lot of cool shows. So that's super cool to, like, you know, bring it full circle like that.
Yeah, John's one of the, when I first moved to North Carolina, he was one of the first musicians I played with. And I found him through Craigslist.
Craigslist, really?
Yeah.
Craigslist is still working nowadays?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So, okay, so, you know, me personally, I don't go as much and deep into like the rock aspect, you know, but I love to explore. Like I've been to Slims many of times. A lot of my great friends, like, you know, Vacant Company.
You know, gods.
Yeah, I love them. You know, like I said, some of them had played in my band as well. Tommy, so Logan. So it's super awesome to see that. How do you feel like the community of, like the Triangle community of rock is going right now? How do you feel about this community?
Well, I feel I think it's you can find any type of strain of rock that you want to find. I mean, I think it's doing really good right now. I don't know if I'm the best spokesperson for it, because I'm mainly laying dormant in my cave and then come out every now and then. But I mean, Ryan's in a few bands. I mean,
really?
There's shows every night. You can find any type of indie rock through the heaviest metal that you would want to find in the Triangle.
Ryan, what what bands are you a part of right now?
In addition to Brutal Jr., I'm also playing Henbrain and Absent Lovers.
Okay, cool.
But what I'll say about the like local rock scene is that like I always feel like I'm so proud that a lot of my friends I feel like are as good as anything you can find on the national stage. Like they're just like so good.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them. It's constantly blowing me away. Like
I agree.
I like in a way lost all desire to be at arena shows altogether. I'm like, my boy's playing at Slims.
Right.
I'm gonna crush tonight. Like
yes.
For $5.
That's how I feel. I agree, man, because I think the Raleigh community, not even really just Raleigh, but North Carolina, like our music right now, just we're on a higher level, you know, even if we're just doing it at like local events. Like we are good enough to just be on the main stage if we want, but I think we're coming together right now in a really good way, you know, just like supporting each other, and really like the musicians that I've came across, you know, I'm like, y'all are so amazing. Like y'all could be just doing this full time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you guys, like, I mean, how long have y'all really kind of been in this? You said you were from France. Were you born there?
Oh no, I was only there for a year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from New Jersey.
From Jersey. Okay.
I've been in North Carolina since 2010.
2010. What about you, Ryan?
Well, I grew up only like an hour from here, and then I moved here to go to NC State.
Okay.
And I've pretty much been here ever since.
What'd you study at State?
Chemistry.
Chemistry, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you implying that into your music at all?
Yeah, some alchemy maybe. Some ancient transmutation spells.
That is cool. Okay, man. So a couple more questions.
That Full Metal Alchemist shit?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Something like that.
Yeah. That the anime show, right?
Brotherhood,
man.
Brotherhood for life.
Yeah, I like that. That's super cool, man. This is very calming. So, you know, you guys just came out with this, you know, EP that you guys got releasing here at Slims tonight.
Yeah.
It's a 3-track EP.
Yes.
I listened to 2 of the songs. It was In the City and Sticky.
Yeah.
You know, what was the third song? What was that called?
John from Tennessee, Part
John
2.
from Tennessee. Okay.
So you know the interview that Sway has with Iggy Azalea, and she does a freestyle, and the first call that he lets in, he's like, John from Tennessee, what's up, man? He's like, that shit is fucking trash. So that sample is in John from Tennessee Part 1 and 2, and that's where the song title came from.
That's a cool little historic background there, man.
Yeah.
Nice little Easter egg.
Yeah. See, I like it because I skate, you know what I mean? And the In the City and the Sticky, those 2 songs, like when I was listening to them in the headphones, I was like, yo, I could see me like striding over to Apex right now, you know what I'm saying?
Are we skateboarding or rollerblading?
Right, either or, like,
Okay.
I feel it, you know what I mean? So those are, like, I like the songs, man, because, like, you know, my genres I've been opening way more, you know, I'm trying to expand and listen to way more music to inspire me, not just like hip hop and rap and, you know, things like that all the time. So this, you guys' like genre of music's actually, you know, pretty mind-opening, you know what I mean? It's got like some trippy vibes in there a little bit. In my mind, it feels a little psychedelic kinda, but it's still very rocky, you know what I'm saying? Like something that I could really like go hardcore and shred, like I said.
I'm glad that you feel that way about it. I like that description.
Yeah. That's super chill, man. I like it too, man. It definitely fits, and I mean, like I said, you guys being at Slims, the people that I see coming through Slims are like, you know, super cool, laid back, chill, like kind of hipster, you know, like they're ready to just like last time I went to Slims, there was like this huge what do they call it, the pit where like mosh pits, like I jumped in, like I almost lost my glasses, but I was like, you know what, forget, I'm just jumping in. I was pushing everybody around.
That's happening.
Yeah,
I think so.
Absolutely.
You guys definitely got to get one of those going tonight, man. This is your release party.
Yeah.
So y'all got to go all the way hard, man. Don't hold back at all. Just, you know what I mean?
Right, man. Yeah, I'll take it.
You got to do that, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are awesome, man. So, I mean, Dan, like, I've seen you at, like, Kosher Fest back in, what, 2017?
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Was that?
That was, I believe, 20, was it 16 early? It was either late 16 or early 17. I still got the
Yeah.
poster at my house. Still got that huge,
It might
super
have
duper
been
poster.
Spring 17.
Yeah, because I remember that was like the last show that Kosher Hut had, man. Kosher Hut it brought a lot of memories. You know what I mean?
Well, we got
I
the
love that spot.
reunion.
Yeah, that reunion. Yes, it's gonna be at Poorhouse Vacant Company. My homie Juice Lord on the bill. Yeah, who else is on that bill?
Zach Mexico.
Zach Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. And one more. I can't remember the name right
Two
now.
slices.
Two
that's
slices.
right.
Yeah, I did see two slices.
And then Acid Chaperone is on there.
Acid Chaperone.
Yeah, Ass
Okay.
Chaps on there.
That is cool. Yeah, ass chaps. I like that. That's cool, man. So, you know, like with Kosher Fest, I was just going into that because that brought a lot of memories, and I know like that was super fun. And we were like my hip hop group at that time was like the last like anything to play in their house.
Wow.
You know, so that kind of brought a lot of memories. I drove over there about a month
You
ago.
wouldn't think there was anything there.
Just
ever.
grass.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, dang.
They just put that shit
They
back.
need to put like a historical monument.
Yeah, a huge
honestly.
statue like this was Kosher Hut. Oh, Diego.
See you, man. This is Tammy.
Some other homies. Hey, how are you? No, you're fine. Trey.
We were reminiscing
Nice to
about
meet you,
Kosher
Tammy.
Fest.
What up, bro? Good. How are you, man? You know, I got to interview the homies, man. Hey, y'all look out for my homie Diego right here. He's gonna be there next. Yo, I just did an interview with Spencer last Tuesday as well. Bro.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like I saw yours. It was
That
fire.
was,
Yeah.
it was good.
It was super dope. Yeah, so we're just like I said, we're just here with Bruta Jr., homie Diego.
Actually,
Brutal, check.
Diego
Yeah.
was in the great cover-up band too.
Yes,
right
he
now.
was.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Diego's also like the sickest keyboard player.
Yeah, he's got those vibes, man. He was my first pianist also in my band, so he really he helped me because like I had never been a part of a band before. You know what I mean? Like I was just I was a rapper, like I was just a person on stage. So then for me to jump in and like be the forefront of like this, like them, I'm like, out of all people, I get like fucking Diego, Tommy, and all of them. They're like the
It's a good crew.
very amazing. Like, dude, my first show in January, we practiced like 2 or 3 times, and they like created a whole set for my album.
Yeah, they'll do that.
They're so good. Like, that's just so heartwarming, man. So let's see. I got a couple more questions. The process for recording. Could you name the places that you guys went to actually record the
Definitely.
album?
So big shout out to Allie Rogers, who we
Allie
recorded
Rogers.
the EP with. We did most of it at her place, just turned her place into a studio.
Nice.
And then we did some guitars and sound effects and vocal tracking at Dabby Studios.
Okay.
And it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. Yeah, man. So I know you guys got this awesome 3-track EP, and one thing about bands nowadays, for us to really, get a lot of gigs, we need content. So,
Yeah, we needed content. We've been trying to get shows for so long based off of some rough live recordings that the original version did on cassette, which I love, but I don't think it was helping us get shows.
Right, yeah. Having something
we're very excited
mastered.
about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Y'all already have your album cover and all of that. So do you guys have copies to give tonight as well?
No, it's just digital.
Okay.
We have shirts.
Nice. Can I see one of your shirts if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Sorry, like mid-interview's completely okay. I just wanna show the people what Bruta Jr. is working with right now because they're at Slims. This is an amazing spot. They are promoting themselves super dope.
And these were made by Jeff Bechtel and Colin at
That is
Aesthetics.
so fire.
Colin Swanson.
That is so fire right there.
Here he is.
Oh yeah, the homie John.
John made it.
John, the drummer.
Are you still rolling?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're like 15 minutes in. So I heard you did like the most John thing, and like you drove home and you rode your bike back over here.
I did. My girlfriend needed the car.
Okay. Oh, shout out to Sue.
What's that?
South Sioux, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's super cool, man. I was actually just talking to them about how you had, you know, played in my band for a little bit. You know, had some real cool experiences, man. Yeah. So you were just you just jumped in earlier this year as well. You know. So like, yeah, with Brutal Jr. Yeah. So how's the experience been with this whole thing?
It's cold. I'm actually pretty warm. I've been running around a lot, so I'm not bad.
Nice.
It's been good.
It's been good too. in the picture.
Hey, man.
I guess you are now.
Right.
Now anyway. No, it's been good. It's been cool. Like it used to just be all electronic, and then Dan probably mentioned that.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
And played a metronome and backing tracks. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Johnson single-handedly saved the band.
Really?
Saved the band. It was about to be like no band.
Yeah.
Now it's like a
band, a live band, full live
After
band.
the electronic thing, we didn't know how to I didn't know what to do with it, how to transition it, and John and I went on a trip with Diego, Jason, Tommy, essentially all of Vacant Company and a few other people to Cleveland.
It was like a bachelor party, but with no wedding.
But for oh yeah, for the Feast of the Assumption.
Right.
I think I've seen like Diego because you know he posts a lot of like Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
So I was watching the
He was
journey.
reminiscing on that.
Yeah.
That was
I was watching the journey. Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, you know, I could ask a lot of stuff, man. I think I want to end it with something that we can leave for the people, you know, just to kind of go a little deep with that. For all of you guys, like, all y'all can have individual answers if you want, but my question is, like, what would you guys create for this or what do you guys want to create for this generation that you want to leave for the next generation, so when that generation grows up, they kind of have something to leave for the next generation to just, you know, keep that cycle going there?
Ooh, wow, that's heavy. So I approach this is a combination of hobby and partying for me.
Okay.
Hobby and partying. Substance there. I would just say, if you're a nerd who also likes rock music, figuring out ways to bring like mythology type rock bands to keep that idea going.
Okay.
I am a big fan of that.
Nice. Cool. What about you, John?
That's a unique answer.
Yeah, hey, that's a nice one.
I guess like just having some shows to go to, pretty much, just like keeping that vibe going.
Okay. Just keeping the system of performing going, right?
Sure, the system.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to keep that system alive.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, that's cool. What about you, Ryan?
Those are pretty good answers.
You're right.
I like that. Kind of
Piggyback off of them, or?
Yeah, I would say like piggybacking off of that. Just like that you can create like what is like right now. We're not exactly like the type of music that you would hear anywhere, really.
Okay.
I would say.
I think you guys got something that you could really like put out there. Like, I see you guys, like I say, y'all releasing this album, this EP. Like, push it, market it. I mean, somebody's gonna like it in like Asia somewhere, you know.
So not only hopefully are we leaving a new thing for other people to learn from, but even if they don't in that way, that it shows that you can do new weird stuff and make it work.
That is true.
People will like it.
That is true.
If you're into it and passionate about it.
So, mythology, keeping shows, and being weird, right?
Yeah.
Unashamed. Pretty well.
Yeah, hey, that's dope, man. So, man, we're here with Brutal Jr. We're here with Dan, John, and Ryan. I am Tre Mars with Inside the Vibes. Peace.
Thank you, Trey.
Yes, and y'all check out this EP. Say it for me. Go ahead.
Human Paladin Level 9000.
That is the most fire thing ever. All right, guys. Yes, peace. Peace out.
All right, man. Take care.